How did so much linguistic diversity develop in Papua New Guinea? More than 1,000 languages on both sides of the island. And why do we not find such diversity in India? Good, interesting question. Let's go to the map. Where is Papua New Guinea? It is to the east of India. So we go east, 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 east. And north of Australia, you have Papua New Guinea. So, and there is there is a straight line over here. And to the west, you have Indonesian administered territory, and to the east you have the nation of Papua New Guinea. But the entire island is the homeland of the Papuan people. Okay, it's a very large island, very rich in natural resources, etc., etc. And like Vinod says, more than 1,000 languages are spoken on the island. So if you look at the topography and all that of the island, you'll see that there are mountain ranges. So there's a mountain range over here. If you go to the three-dimensional view, it's not really mountains, it's hills. You have hills and you have forests. It's a completely green island. There are very few actual cities. The only city of any kind, of any size in the east of the island is Port Moresby, which itself is kind of a glorified village. Okay, and they're all today in the east converted to Christianity, as far as I know. Most of them, some of them who are still isolated may have their own whatever culture they have. So the deal is this: these people, the Papuan people, are, well, what one would call less developed people. They all lived in the form of isolated tribes, isolated from each other for centuries, sometimes in various parts of the island. Small tribes, 100 or two, maybe 200. Some of them would be 50 strong. Some of them could be larger. So they never had kingdoms, they never had empires, they never had civilization the way we know civilization. They all lived in tribal groups, isolated in remote parts of the island. It's a very large island. The population density is very low. So because of these reasons, so many different languages evolved independently in isolation from each other, even though the people are genetically very alike. But you keep people up, two tribal groups apart for 200 years, they're going to speak languages that are become divergent over time. So that's the deal. When it comes to India is a whole different kind of thing. India, first of all, we know the history of India. Very large population. Even 5,000 years ago, India had a population of about 5 million, the largest population density in the world, even during the Indus, Harappan, Saraswati, Sindhu phase of our history and all. And something about Indians, we were, well, well developed, I guess. We had cities, we had urban development, even 5,000-6,000 years ago during the Saraswati Sindhu phase. So we are a different culture and different civilization. The Papuans have a whole different history, and we also have so many different dialects. I mean, if you go to various parts of India, you have various language families, but every district has a slightly different way of speaking whatever language they speak and all. So you can see something like that in India also, but India was much more interconnected. Even 5,000 years ago, India was interconnected with highways and roads and all that, the way Papua was not. So there was constant interchange of language, of culture, of customs, of traditions, of stories, of people, of goods, services, so on and so forth across India, which is why India evolved as a single civilization, despite having lots of different dialects and languages and lots of different local customs.